Hey guys, welcome to Knight's Code AI. I'm going to show you the tools that I use to make this video game called The Traveler. Now I got to start with Gemini as the first tool. So you can use any LLM, you can use ChatGPT, but for me, I'm currently using Gemini, and I use Gemini to ideate and help me design, help me think through different game mechanics and things like that. For example, I was working on how do I make a staff both magic focused but a light weapon and still make sure that I'm attaching it to the right fighters, those kinds of things. So I'll just drop in here and ideate. It will also generate code for you, but I use GitHub Copilot for that. Okay, the next tool I want to show you that I use is VS Code. I've been using VS Code for a long time. I know a lot of folks that use Cursor for the same type of thing. You can do that. There's other IDEs out there that you can use AI in, but I use VS Code and GitHub Copilot, which comes with all of these different LLMs that I can use to help me code. And some of the ones I use a lot are Claude, and I'll use the Grok Code Fast 1 a good bit for some smaller tasks. This is where I'll come to in order to write the code, the logic for the game. All right, the next tool that I use is obviously the Godot editor. Most of the UI design that I do is going to be done here in the editor itself. Anytime I need to change an element on the game, I will come in here and change things like the layout, the theme, the images, all those kinds of things, tooltips. Setting up the game into the different components like the inventory grid and things like that. I'm doing the UI things in the Godot editor, and then once I create the elements, I'll go to VS Code and say, okay, here's the element that I've attached to a script to, like this. You'll see different places I've attached scripts. So these scripts, I'll then go to the VS Code editor, and along with AI, we'll develop the actual logic. Okay, the next tools that I want to tell you about, one of them is a plugin called Logduck. It's a logging plugin that I use for Godot, and I use it all over the place to do debug logging. And this helps out a lot when you're trying to build some logic or some kind of game mechanic and it's having issues. You can go look at your debug logging and try to figure it out. And then there's another tool that I use to actually view the logs. It's called Clog. It's a log aggregation tool, and it's great because you can set up different filters. You can also set up some color schemes for your logs, so they show up in different colors depending on what you're trying to do. But you see here I did some regex for stat tooltip, and it's only showing me these logs. So if I wanted to just see, okay, setting option cards, what is currently setting option cards, I could do something like setting option card, and then I can just look through all of the logs where I'm logging that, and that helps out a lot, track down different issues and then visualize it really well. I don't have any logs in here that I'm currently highlighting, but you can go in here and configure highlights and set up different highlights for your different types of logs. So just really great for visualizing debugging. So there you go. There's some of the tools that I use to build this game called The Traveler.